Hello and welcome to episode 17 of Gunning For It. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode we have the final two Champions League games in our group against Bayer Leverkusen and Real Madrid. Since you were last with me, we've had two Premier League victories, one at home against Norwich and finally another away victory, which pleased me very, very much. Especially considering Jude Bellingham, he's only had substitute appearances this season. He got his first goal for the club. 27 million from Birmingham, as mentioned before. Only 3 sub appearances. He's only started once in the cup, but he's been pretty solid so far this season. 7.45. We'll see about giving him more opportunities as the season goes along. So that leaves us in the Premier League, still in 5th place, but now we're only a point behind Man United and Tottenham. But for now, let's get into the Champions League group games. So, from the last episodes, we have officially qualified along with Bayer Leverkusen, knocking out Real Madrid in the process, which is quite surprising. Oh right, they've played their game against Krasnodar, and yeah, they won 3-0. So they've guaranteed Europa League again. So really, the Arsenal-Bayer game is for top spot. If we can win this game, we will finish top before we have to go to Real Madrid. Right, so this is the team we're going to send out. In fact, why is Reina playing on the left? Can he play left? I mean, he can, but I'm just a bit wary of using him out there. Well, Martinelli is actually unregistered, so we'll go with it for now. So, Leno in goal, Kolasinac, Soyuncu, Socrates and Bellerin as the back four, Tonali and Xhaka in midfield, Reina on the left, Nelson on the right, Ozil playing behind Dembele as the sole striker. We have had another injury, unfortunately. Aubameyang injured in the Everton game. Damaged shoulder. He's going to be out for up to 2 weeks, which is annoying because he's now joining Saka and Pepe on the injury list. All 3 of them hopefully will be fit in the next 2 weeks. But it means they'll be missing the Burnley and Chelsea Premier League games, which is annoying. On the other hand, though, it means some of our players will be some of the younger players, especially, will be getting. I'll leave that on TV. Will be getting game time. In fact, this would have been perfect for Martinelli to get game time, but of course, I didn't register him for the Champions League group stages, which is annoying, but he should be back hopefully for the knockout rounds. In fact, Giovanni Reina, he's been playing in attacking midfields a lot this season, especially when Ozil was injured. So I suppose this just gives him a little more game time that really he can do with. Naturally, our central midfield, I do feel, will need to be rested a little bit in this game as well. Tonali, in fact, I probably should have rested him, he's only on 81%, but we'll give him until half time at least and just see how his conditioning looks then. I've got Torreira and Guendouzi on the bench, so a chance for them to get some game time hopefully as well. Xhaka, he's back in the squads after being on the sidelines a bit this season. Not really due to injury, but just due to form. I mean, Tonali's been better. If Tonali is better, if Guendouzi's having a bit of form, why do I want to ruin that? Right, Leverkusen with the first real shot of the game. It's been a quiet first half so far. Leverkusen are a very good side. I believe in the last episode I did say mistakenly that we beat them at their ground. We didn't. We drew at the last second thanks to Guendouzi's last second stunner. So as mentioned, if we do beat them here, we finish top of the group, which would be a nice little bonus considering we are away. My goodness, the keeper just missed that, considering we were away at Madrid in the last game. Bellerin, why does he shoot? I've actually put an instruction on him not to shoot. He still shoots. Never mind. Tonali is looking very, very tired as we go into half time. It is a disappointing performance. I'm just going to have a quick look at our team instructions. Yeah, work ball into box, that's fine. In fact, we're just going to float crosses in. We'll see how that goes. Slightly more direct. I think that would be a little bit beneficial. Be more expressive. Good grief, we're piling up the yellow cards again. This is the thing, I don't even have get stuck into tackles on. But they appear to still get a lot of yellow cards. No idea about that. Socrates recovers the ball. Back to Bellerin. Hopefully we can get a nice little attack going here. Instead we play the ball back to Leno. So we continue to try to pass the ball out. Socrates over to Nelson. So the game is really, really laggy at the moment. I really don't know why. Even more so at the moment. Reina. Oh, that was a header from Dembele. Fair enough. Going to be looking to make a couple of substitutions in a bit. In fact, we'll make them now. Tonali is going to come off for Guendouzi. Just swap him and Xhaka around. Xhaka can be our playmaker. Bellingham. He can play out wide. Nelson could go on the left. I think Bellingham is better on the right hand side. I know he's an actual midfielder rather than a winger. He's actually better on the left, so no, put him back over there, and we'll make him. No, you go and support. We'll make him an inverted winger. Nelson as a winger, he sort of blows hot and cold. Does Nelson? Gonna need some more from you here, guys. Come on, let's see if we can grab that winner. Socrates, Xhaka, Nelson. Nice bit of passing play here. Ozil sprays it out to Bellingham. And Bellingham, I thought you could have taken that forward a bit more. Dembele was nowhere to be seen there, to be honest. In fact, Dembele is going to come off. I'm going to rest him. Nelson's tired. I'll have to rest him at the weekend. Unless, can Nketiah play on the right hand side? Can, per se. Right, let's see how that goes. Again, it's a bit of game time for Nketiah anyway. Like I said, I'd like to get a bit of more game time this season into my younger players. So Saka, who has been getting game time until he got injured. Of course, Martinelli, Nketiah, Bellingham, who's just won the ball back very, very well there. He's into the area. And Ozil, Guendouzi, saved. We had 2 bites of the cherry there. Well done from Bellingham. Looking very energetic going into this. We're going to drop down to a positive mentality. Just shoot on sight at this point, to be honest with you. Show some passion these last couple of minutes, and I think it's going to peter out for a draw. So that's 2 draws against Bayer Leverkusen. So Xhaka's demotivated at that, but it wasn't a good performance. That's the first time we've actually not got a victory at home this season, and it does kind of leave us a little bit exposed in the group. Because now we've got to go away to Real Madrid, while Bayer Leverkusen have a home game against Krasnodar. And they're going to beat Krasnodar. They've got 0 points. Unless Krasnodar cause an upset of proportions, epic proportions, to allow us to finish top. We'll see how we do against Real Madrid. 2 league wins from the last 3 league games. Surprise, surprise, we lost away against Chelsea. The away form difficulty continues. But those 2 home wins mean we're now sitting 4th place in the league, nicely positioned for a good push at next season's Champions League, as we're almost halfway into the season. For now, we have our last group game of the Champions League, and this is the squad we're sending out. Leno in goal, Kolasinac, Soyuncu, Holding and Castagna as our back 4, Xhaka and Guendouzi in the midfield, Nelson on the left. Originally it was meant to be Aubameyang, but he re-injured himself in training. Ozil playing behind Dembele as the sole striker. Pepe, who's now returned, on the right hand side. Pepe is probably not going to play the full game. Saka is on the bench. Hopefully he will get some game time. Excuse me. He fitness test saying he should only really have a certain amount of time on the pitch. That's fine. Hopefully he can share it with Pepe. So away from home against Madrid. Madrid are already out of the Champions League. Bear in mind. So they go into the Europa League. This is more or less just about momentum rather than anything else. Especially as we haven't guaranteed top of the group. Bayer Leverkusen are playing against Krasnodar, and I fully expect them to win that one. So, to be fair, the aim was just to finish top 2, if I'm brutally honest. So all I'm hoping for here is a good showing, even if it is away from home. We do struggle, naturally, away from home. Yeah, we always knew this game was going to be a tough one anyway. Is Pacheco normally Madrid's keeper? I don't even know who their goalkeeper is anymore, if that's like a real life change or something. Dembele with a chance and saved by Pacheco. Dembele scored a hat-trick, his first hat-trick for us against Fulham. Fantastic to see that, especially as he has struggled more or less in front of goal since his move to us in January, so it's good to see him get a few more goals under his belt. It's against Fulham, but this is a Fulham side who's actually better than the real life Fulham, so fair play to Dembele. As I mentioned as well, Pepe is also back. He's had one full game under his belt, and then he plays an hour against Fulham, so he's starting to get that match fitness back. Now it's Saka who needs to get that fitness back. And the aim was for Aubameyang to play in this game, start to get his fitness back. He's been out for the last couple of weeks as well. But unfortunately he re-injured himself in training, so hopefully he'll be back for our next league game against Bournemouth. Slowly but surely we are starting to get a few players back, but it's just these small injuries which are starting to just take its toll on this team. I mean, granted, it's giving our young players a chance, and none more so than in this game. Yes, we are losing 1-0, but that wasn't the greatest team talk, to be fair, but I'm terrible at the half-time ones. Yes, we're 1-0 down in this game, but it's a good opportunity for some of our younger players. It's also a chance for some of the fringe players. That includes the likes of Xhaka, who hasn't really played much this season. Tonali has been keeping out the squad. Side note, Tonali isn't in the squad here, mainly because I just wanted to have a break. I don't want him to get towards the end of the season, and then we find, oh, he needs a rest when it comes to the most important part of the year. So I would rather give him 1 or 2 games off every now and then, and just see, rather just try and keep his condition as high as possible. And that was a good effort there. Who was that? Was that Dembele or... No, it was Nelson. So that was actually Nelson. Let's see if we can get a little bit creative. Kolasinac on the left. Xhaka. I haven't really talked about this game too much. It's not got the greatest significance, thankfully, and that was the whole point. Ozil. Nelson. Having some serious pot shots, and Guendouzi's just got himself sent off. What is it with our midfield who just keeps getting themselves sent off in big games like this? Right, Mesut Ozil's going to come off. He can have a nice little break actually, and Torreira is going to come on. Goodness me. There's something about our midfield where they just love to get sent off in these type of games. Pepe is knackered now, so we're going to give Saka a little bit of time on that. But actually no, he can go over to the left. What does Nelson want to be? Yeah, he wants to be a winger. We'll have him on attack. And for Saka, he also wants to be a winger, but he has been known to play well as an inside forward or an inverted winger, so let's just give him that time. Again, it's all about the match fitness. Pepe's played the last 3 games. He can have a bit of a break now before the weekend. And yeah, it's literally all about just trying to push on in the Premier League. We'll be back in Europe in February. Disappointing goal to concede, considering I'm actually putting our tallest players in the middle of the area there. That shouldn't really be happening, but again, it's Real Madrid away from home. What are we expecting? Soyuncu is going to have a break. He's going to come off, and Socrates is going to come on for the final 10 minutes or so. In fact, I'll make changes after this highlight. Let's just see how we do here. Socrates. So we're trying to play our way out of defence. I'll have a look in a moment, see if I've got that instruction on. I shouldn't have, because I don't want us to play it out from the back against freaking Real Madrid. It'd be nice even if we can grab a consolation. It at least shows we've been somewhat competitive. Nelson. Good try with the shot, but I'd rather he put that in the area. Overall, we haven't really created much. And in all fairness, I didn't really expect us to. Again, are we going to win the Champions League this season? Not really. I didn't expect anything more, to be honest with you. Just dropped a balanced mentality. There's no point trying to push for something that really and truly wasn't going to be. It's not so much about the result, it was just more about the performance rather than the result. That was actually disappointing, but overall we are through. Lacazette gets a 1-over on us. Yeah, but we're through to the knockout round, so who's the real winner? Lacazette, let's be honest. Although chances are you're probably going to win the Europa League anyway. So, just confirmation, we have finished second, and yes, Bayer Leverkusen did beat Krasnodar. Only 1-0. I mean, granted, they finished with 0 points, but Krasnodar have not exactly been pushovers, except for Madrid, but that's to be expected. We did qualify in the end. We lost 1 game in the whole group, and that was a dead rubber, so not too bad. And when is the draw? The draw will be... It's not going to be for a while, by the looks of it. We will come back for the knockout rounds of the Champions League. That'll be a nice little surprise. Unless you follow me on Twitter. Down in the description, you'll find my Twitter. I'll more than likely post on there who we get in the knockout rounds. That'll be a nice little surprise for anyone who follows me on there. But until the next time, I'm just going to get myself through quite a few games. And unless anything tasty happens in the Premier League, we'll be back for the Champions League knockout rounds. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button and click subscribe for more Football Manager content. I'm always trying to improve my videos, so any feedback that you may have, always welcome in the comments or even on my Twitter, again down in the description below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.